Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Olin Joint, president of Alpena Community College. My guest this morning, Mr. Garth Douglas. You just graduated from the auto body repair program at ACC, right?
Yes, sir.
And congratulations to you on that accomplishment. Where'd you grow up, Garth?
I grew up in Alpena for 21 years. I've been here my whole life.
Alpena High School?
Yep, went to the high school here. Oh, yeah.
Did you take any programs in the trades at the high school before coming to ACC?
Yeah, I took a couple auto classes. I took welding, wood shop, and a few.
Very good. And how did you make the decision to come to ACC?
Well, I've been doing body work since I was younger and with my dad, so I was like, well, I want to learn how to paint and do the rest of it, so I went to the college.
And so you went into a program that is a one-year certificate. So you came to us just this past August.
Yep, just this fall.
And so 10 months later, you're coming out with a credential, something to put on your resume, basis for looking for work as a skilled auto body repair person. That's great. Congratulations.
Yep. That is the nice part about the Alpena College.
Well, that's good. Now, basically 2 semesters going to ACC. Let's start with the first semester. What do you concentrate on the first semester?
First semester's like fundamentals, like dents, repair, Bondo, learning how to work the Bondo, putting on primer, the simple stuff before.
Some welding too?
Yep, a little bit of welding, learning how to put patches on.
Right.
Learning how to weld holes and stuff like that.
Maybe reinforce a car where it's rusted out.
Yep.
Okay.
Patch panels.
Basically preparation for the painting during the first semester, and then the second semester.
Second semester we paint stuff. We work on more cars. We get into it more. We learned how to do the frame machine a little bit.
The frame straightener?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's a fun one.
Well, very good. And it's one of those hands-on programs that a lot of people find interesting, appealing here in Alpena. You're reading some materials, understanding the theory, but a lot of it is just practicing with applying the skills that you're learning and getting the knowledge, putting it to work.
Yep.
That's right?
Yep.
Very good. So with painting, you start off with a primer, and then we have some painting booths.
Well, we start out, we prime it, then you got to block it out. Use 220 to start. Then sometimes if you go through, you got to reprime. After you reprime again, sand that down with 400 or 600 grit, and then you're ready to paint.
When you prime, maybe, does it ever happen you can see, oh, I should have smooth this over? Do you ever have to patch it a little bit more with Bondo?
Yep. Yeah. If you find little holes in it, little low spots, you got to put a little. We call it spot putty at the shop.
Okay.
It's really sticky too.
Yeah.
Adheres to about everything.
Is there a special kind of light or technique that you use to see whether they're low spots, irregularities?
Yeah, we've used low spots, but we also use mainly we use a guide coat. Spray it on there, and then the black will show where the low spots are. Okay. The high spots will sand off.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good way to do it. And so what about the instructor and fellow students? Have you been able to learn a lot from them?
Yeah, I've learned quite a bit, even from other students, teacher, even the tool room guy.
Mr. Lubiato, Chris Lubiato, is the lead instructor there, and we're glad to have him in the program. Coming up from Mott Community College, where he taught, and then had his business down there before coming up here. So he's a great asset to ACC, and I've heard good things about him from the students that I've talked to. What about paying for college, Garth? We talked a little bit about how you were able to access financial aid.
You had to fill out. I had to fill out I think it was like an application for it.
The FAFSA?
Yep, FAFSA application, and then sent that in. I think I had to fill out a little bit more paperwork, but it wasn't too hard.
Yeah.
And then I was ready to go to college.
And so a lot of people are wondering how they're going to pay for college, and the resources are there either through Pell Grants from the federal government, there's some state grants, also scholarships, and if there's a little bit of loan, people get worried about loans and student debt and all that these days, but a little bit of it to get you through a program, to get you to the point where you've got a career launched and you're making good money, to me makes sense. So I'm glad you were able to put the money together to go to ACC.
Yep.
And did you find the financial aid staff people helpful?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I had to pay a little bit out of my pocket, but
That's okay.
not too much. It was, yeah, it was
Little
worth
skin
it.
in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I always found that if you're pulling in your own pocket for some of your education, what you can do, you're a little more motivated to show up and make the most of the experience.
Yep.
So that's not a bad thing by any means. Well, what about from here on out? You've graduated, and then you'll be looking for employment. What's that process like?
Well, I got to drop off a bunch of resumes, and then, well, I'm either going to check around here. Well, I'm going to check around here, but I'm probably going to go out of town is what I'm actually shooting for.
Okay.
Maybe TC area, maybe Onaway.
Get a little wider experience.
Yep. See the place a little bit.
Are you able, does Mr. Lubiato or other people at the college provide you with a list of shops, or how do you find out where to go?
He kind of tells us if he gets calls in, and then we just got to get a hold of the person that needs us hired.
Very good, very good. And then, you ever have any thoughts after working for somebody else's shop of opening up your own place?
Oh yeah, eventually I would love to have my own shop. Be able to.
That's good, and you might want to come back to ACC at that point and get some of the small business courses that we have, so you know how to do the bookkeeping and the regulations, the law, business law, and stuff like that.
Yeah, one of these
Management.
days down the road I'll have to.
Learn how to manage the people that might be working for you one day.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Well, you've got a bright future, and I'm glad that you made the most of the program. And is there anything that you would want to say to audience members who might be thinking about this option for themselves?
Well, I'd recommend the class for if you like to work hands-on. Definitely recommend the class.
That's good. And to the audience members, I would say that we have started enrolling for the fall semester. We began that late in March, so if you're interested in auto body repair or any of the other programs at ACC, come on around and look for Mr. Mike Colleen, Director of Admissions, and we'll help you get signed up. So I want to thank you for being in the program today. Garth, congratulate you for your accomplishment and wish you all the best as you pursue your career as an auto body repairman.
All right.
This has been Talk of the Town with Nancy Smithen and Dr. Owen Joyner.
Okay.
For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, visit our website at www.wbkb11.com and click on Community. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.